I would like to welcome to stage from Class's CEO Kevin Bungard, who is going to say a few words. Outside of work, Kevin tells me that he is totally obsessed with Game of Thrones. He's seen every single episode, often many times. He's excited about the new series. Lives, breathes and sleeps Game of Thrones. He's an absolute tragic. So ladies and gentlemen, from House Class, could you please welcome the Jon Snow of the conference, Sir Kevin Bungard.
Thank you. Welcome everyone. As Andrew said, I'm the CEO at Class, and as you may have noticed, we do love SMSFs, and we're very proud to be sponsoring this final day lunch at the industry's pinnacle event. It's been a fascinating conference, and congratulations everyone on surviving 3 days of brain-busting details about super reform, the strategies and the impacts of all of that. And I'm sure Aaron Dunn is still reminding you that we now have 133 and a half days to go. As a cloud software provider, we're very focused on that timeline. We've already released the first round of changes to support you, but like everyone else in the industry, we still have a lot of work to do. Not just in 133 days, but right now, by providing the tools that you'll need to engage with your clients successfully. Filters to identify the clients that you need, an app so they can view the information that they need, messaging to interact with your clients online, and soon that all-important CGT relief report. I'm often asked by accountants, or told by accountants, that I know I need to move to the cloud, but I just can't afford the time. This year, I don't think you can afford not to move. I think it's the year to really embrace technology. Investment trends last year asked accountants if they were likely to change their SMSF in the next 12 months. 23% of them said they were. As best as we can tell, about 6% actually did. Investment Trends is running that survey again right now, and I expect that the percentage of those likely to change this year will have doubled. The super reform represents a fantastic opportunity to grow your business, but to do that efficiently and effectively, you're going to need to use technology so that you don't need to add additional staff and incur significant costs. Some of the new obligations, like real-time reporting, simply will not be possible without new technology. Some of the strategies emerging as a result of the changes will mean that it's important that you understand what your clients are doing both inside and outside of their SMSF. So products like Class Portfolio that can provide that consolidated view will give you a great advantage. Technology allows you to do more with the staff that you have today. The emergence of new advances in AI and machine learning are going to leverage that further. Whether these new technologies are used to improve the cache coding, to identify opportunities within your client base, or whether they're used to identify compliance problems before they go to the auditors remains to be seen. But now is the time to embrace technology in your practice. Peter Burgess mentioned in the automation panel session that the SMSF industry has copped some flack for being slow to adopt technology. And he's right, but I don't think that criticism is always warranted. An example that springs to mind is when the SuperStream changes came in, with its requirement for real-time digital messaging for contributions. Everyone outside the industry seemed to be concerned about how the SMSF industry was going to cope. In the ATO workshops that I attended in 2014, it was the non-SMSF participants who argued for extensions for the poor SMSFs. Given the industry is so fragmented, given there are thousands of accountants and advisors all around Australia delivering the services, how could they possibly deal with the digital technology required for SuperStream? As it turns out, the SMSF industry did just fine. And in fact, it was the APRA funds with their legacy systems and processes that needed transitional concessions and extensions. Some of you know that I come from a background of consulting on innovation and technology with those APRA funds. Back in 2008, It was the energy, agility and drive for innovation that I saw in the SMSF sector that led me to quit my job and join this crazy startup called Class Super. Today, it's that same energy, agility and drive for innovation that I've seen speaking to people at this conference that leave me in no doubt that the SMSF industry is going to handle these massive super changes and come out of it larger, stronger and more technology enabled than it is today. Thank you for your time, enjoy your lunch, and thanks to Liz Ward and her team at the Association for such an awesome conference.
Thank you very much, Sir Kevin Bungard. Thank you to the entire Classy team at Class for their support of the conference.